Rain jerks. That was quite the broadcast at the end of the last episode. So now we kind of know what the Manorites are about, and we're here at their Angel Oracle compound. And we're about to find out what they're about. I see the boots of people and something glowing that looks like a shock stick or something. Hey, we have a welcome party. So let's see. Frankie says relax. Oh dear. Hello. Yep, that is quite the welcome party indeed. Let's go see what they're about then. The statues in front of this palatial structure are polished and bright, but it looks like blood has stained the concrete at their bases. Upended city buses provide guard towers at either end of the processional, flanking the closed rolling gate, and sentries with rifles watch the incoming and outgoing traffic. Currently it's only incoming, no outgoing. The text above the entryway reads, Angel Oracle. Angel Oracle. Okay. God Llewellyn. Joe Baron. Then just some civility enforcers. Right, they had the civility enforcer patrols. E. Okay. And these would be the doors then, yes? Okay. Well. Hello, ranger friends. Can you please step over here? Sure, Guard Llewellyn. With the lightning gun? Hello, gentle stranger. Welcome to the Angel Oracle, home of the Manorites. My name is God Llewellyn, and this is God Baron. We are at your service. What can you tell me about yourselves? That's us, friends, the Manorites. We are the Manorites, adherents of the Book of Nauseatingly Correct Manners. And this is our home. Is that an actual book? If you come in peace and you are polite, you are more than welcome to enter. And if not, why, we will just have to ask you to leave. Alright. What do you know about the Angel Oracle? Why, you're standing in front of it. This is our home and we've made it very nice. We've been broadcasting our message of manners and civility to the Wasteland, and we believe it's helping restore some civilization to the world. You're totally welcome to share with us, friend, but first you'll need to talk to the sheriff over in visitor processing. So where exactly is the sheriff? In visitor processing? Sheriff Marshall is just inside the door here, and she'll get you situated in the Angel Oracle. Just make sure you're polite and use your manners. That's the real key to our society here, you know? Why do you care so much about manners? There's nothing more important than manners, my friends. It is the glue that holds civilization together. Are the Mannorite broadcasts coming from here, then? Oh, sure. Mr. Manners dispenses wisdom all across LA via the radio. It's a call-in show, you know, and he really helps people learn to get along through the power of manners, now that there's no actual central authority. It's how I came here. In fact, I get sick of fighting hobos for lizard legs, not wizard legs, lizard legs. And I realized that I could make something of myself. Maybe help rebuild civilization, you know? Maybe I could... Brother Llewellyn, our guests look a little impatient. Perhaps we should hold our personal testimonials for a later day. Alright. So what do you think about Mr. Manners? Oh, he is a great man. Our leader and the world's most knowledgeable mind when it comes to matters of propriety. see. What kind of radio do you have? I was told that we have one of the most powerful setups in this part of Los Angeles. It's a really great promotional tool, don't you think? It just brings so many people together so quickly. Yep, it's a nice piece of tech to have. Brother Llewellyn, having good manners doesn't mean we have to go spilling all our secrets. Like the book says, a little ambiguity is good in social situations. We're actually looking for cat litter. Do you have any? Well, we don't make it here, if that's what you're asking. But Mr. Manners do keep cats, and he has our scavenging teams looking for the stuff all the time. So he may have some. So, what did the radio broadcast mean by cleansing? Sorry, gentle inquisitors, but I'm not really supposed to talk about that with new visitors, you see. That would probably scare people shitless and have them run off. I'm sure the Sheriff Marshal will go over it when she explains our rules. Please head through to visitor processing, gentle ones.
Surely they have discovered the secret to inner peace.
Why do I get the feeling it's kind of like, oh, we're all nice and fine and dandy, and we're only that way because we get to see some really bad cleansings, or sounding more like executions. If those by the wall or anything to go by. I should go check the poor guys hanging around the wall. Let's not do any grave robbing. That sounds like it would be a bad plan. Can look at these though. The earth is freshly turned on this grave. The inscription reads, "Farewell, sweet Avalon." There's a broken model airplane on this grave. It looks like someone set this airplane on fire and then smashed it. Or else they smashed the plane and then set it on fire. Either way, it makes you think that that would be a bad way to go. A gold wedding ring rests on top of the gravestone. The text on the stone reads, "Goodbye, Uncle Dave, the nicest guy I have ever known. These words are a poor testament to your life." That's just a coffin here at the last one. This open grave holds a closed casket. The name on the stone reads, Fletcher. Got next to good godliness because of his lack of cleanliness. It's an open grave, so he's not dead yet. We're here to try and save a condemned man, perhaps, depending on what they did. Then again, this is their society, and if he broke their rules knowingly, then I am not sure I should meddle. I guess we'll see. Now, this is a lot of stuff. Let's see if Kane can undemolish his way through this. Good, good. Also, there's a way through here. You don't build a wall unless you're trying to keep something out. Yeah, duh. That's what walls are for. I could potentially bash my way in through there. I mean, you're doing great at this. Ooh, look at that cat litter. Empty. Damn it. Polo shirt with tie. Oh, that's gonna look interesting, isn't it? Yeah, nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Half a statue. It looks like someone took a rocket to this statue. All that remains is a pair of rotund legs and a freestanding cane. A simple plaque on the plinth reads, "Pizza is coming." I mean, you just have this box here. Open. I gotta just... If it's open, it's gotta be free for taking. Yeah? Free for the takings? Wait, we have something shining over here. We can pick up these poor people. I don't know why I would want to. Signs hanging from the necks of each of these dead raiders spells out successively. Please excuse our mess, we are making a better world. Raiders, eh? Closer examination reveals that the leather armor of these savages appears to be human skin stitched repeatedly over itself. Gross. Okay, I don't feel bad about these people anymore. Yep, still just stitched human. Okay. What if I pick them up then? Okay, they're raiders, okay? I don't think they're gonna miss their scrap. They have way more uses for their scrap since everything here in California is extremely expensive. What's this? There appears to be no shortage of rope, despite the obscene amount of bodies handing around. Not hanging around, but handing around. D and G are kinda close on the keyboard. You know, I'll take some rope. I'm sure I'll be able to use the rope at some juncture, for something. Excuse me, dear Manorites. I see you looking at me. I will be with you shortly. I am just going to take a look around your beautiful, beautiful compound. It is actually more beautiful than anything we had back in Arizona. Ooh, hello down there. Would you be so kind as to ask Llewellyn and Baron to send some water? I can't leave my post and forgot to bring any up here. Ah, so I should probably not smash this then, if there's a guard there. Gotcha. Well, I'll just take another, take a quick look around the courtyard. Fapa? It has evil eyes. Okay. We'll go back to the guards first, and then we'll see what the hell is up with Fapa. Or maybe we'll leave Fapa alone. I don't even know what that is. Some sort of breed between an aardvark and a boar? I don't know. Excuse me. Oh, that mason cannon is just training on my edge. Excuse me, God Llewellyn. Welcome back, gentle stranger. God Dala needs water. Oh, jeez, I totally forgot. She asked me earlier and I just plain forgot. I hope she'll be okay. Now, Brother Llewellyn, I'm sure she'll be fine. Rangers, will you please take this canteen to Gardala immediately? Thank you for informing us of her situation, gentle visitors. It is greatly appreciated. Yeah, goodbye. After you deliver the water, please head through to visitor processing. Gentle itinerants. So we're visitors, strangers and visitors and inquisitors, because we're very inquisitive. And not because we're here to kill people. And we're also itinerants, because we keep moving around. Yes, makes sense. Now, I'm all for kindness. Being kind is good, but you know, this is to an excessive degree, and I don't trust people who are kind to an excessive degree. Now, how do I find... I thought... Oh, there's Darla. Manrite Guard Canteen. Can I do... A canteen intended for Darla at the eastern perimeter of the Angel Oracle. Ah, okay, I put it in there. Here we go. Thank you down there, Rangers. I feel much better already. You place the canteen in the basket and pull the nearby lever. A winch pulls the small bundle upwards. Okay, good. I thought I was gonna have to throw it up to Darla or something. Who's up there and not here, but up there. 245. You do 64 to 77 damage. Ooh, I should probably rein in my extreme white knighting for people, for the common man right now, because everyone has better weapons and armor than me. I think I need to buff myself up a little bit before I start causing trouble. That cannon is just tracking me. Okay. Let's start by going in the correct way before we start smashing walls. Oh. Yeah, okay. These massive gates are closed and barred, but now open. What used to be colonnades in the white marble walls have been closed up with welded metal cars. And by the sounds of it, there's enough electric current running through those cars to kill a big, burly mutant. Immense television screens display motivational messages for your edification. Hello? Stephen Jubik. Sorry about this, but we need to ask you some questions to make sure that you're ready. After all, we can't have someone come barging in and them complaining that they didn't know the rules, right? Just answer the following questions and we'll have you on your way. First questions. When referring to a stranger, do you call them sir or fuckface? To a stranger, sir. Perfect. Next question. Do you wash your hands before or after a meal? Before? That's right, because we're not savages and also we like to stay healthy. Also, wash your hands after a meal if it's especially dirty. If you eat sloppy. Okay, next question. Do you settle agreements with words or with blood? I always start with words unless they are named Stephen Danforth, because then they are the commander of the Red Scorpion Militia and they deserve to die. Alright, it also said something here. Nope. Okay, nope, that was just Stephen talking. See, you have a motivation person. You don't mind if I take some medicine, do you? We're in dire need of medicine, you see. Stepping from the dark interior of visitor processing onto the peristyle is a sharp contrast. Wait, we've already passed visitor processing? No, I don't think so. A broad green field stretches directly in front of you, divided into small subplots where various gardens bloom and flower. Terraces hold neatly tended orchards and fields, and catch basins collect water for distribution through an ingenious plumbing system. On the far side of the stadium is a massive sheet of solar panels collecting the sun's energy for lighting and power. I mean, yeah, I guess solar would be the... Over here, please, newcomers. There's the sheriff. I guess in the post-apocalyptic wasteland, solar power would be... Why are you both called Robinson? The more... you know, reliable source of power. I mean, they couldn't really well go nuclear unless some nuclear scientists survived, and kind of the same with coal. Wind might be kind of troublesome too, because they might not be able to build all them big wind power plant thingamajiggies. Solar panels. I mean, would solar panels really survive this long, and would they be able to build new ones? I don't know. Maybe water if the dams hold long enough. It's kind of what they use in the Talos principle, so... Welcome to the Angel, friends. I'm Sheriff Marshall, and I'll need to explain a few things before we let you roam free. You see, you do know that we're the Mannerites, right? And that we put a premium on manners? We sure do. What's all the fuss about using your manners? Our society places the utmost value on proper etiquette. What better way to maintain civility than by ensuring that everyone displays respect, care, and consideration for others? Mind your manners and you'll fit in just fine here. And yes, displaying respect, care, and consideration is all fine as long as it doesn't come to the exclusion of everything else, because you need sometimes to settle disagreements. And also, respect, care, consideration, being kind is fine as long as you're not forced into it, because then that's just a breeding ground for resentment. And it's gonna come back and bite you in the ass at some point. Don't be kind for kindness' sake. Be kind because you truly believe that you should be kind and treat people with kindness. Don't force it out, okay? Sometimes you just can't be asked to be kind. Asked to be kind. We all have bad days. Just don't be an asshole, okay? Who are the Manorites? That's us, gentle speaker. Founded in the ruins of a Los Feliz bookstore. You could talk to our spiritual and temporal leader, Dick Manners, if you want to know more. Temporal leader? Spiritual, sure, but temporal? What is he, a Time Lord? What can you tell me about Mr. Manners? Mr. Dick Manners is the guy who runs the show around here. He was raised in the Manorite tradition, born and bred to be its leader, and he teaches us that the most important glue of society is proper use of etiquette, politeness, and civility. Hell, if we'd known how to talk to each other back in the day, you think they would have dropped the bombs? I mean, they probably would have. They would have put up a facade of niceness, and then once they got back home, they would have backstabbed people because, you know, that was probably always going to happen. If the bombs were dropped, it was probably always going to happen. Also, is this a huge bag of cat litter just in front of us? Or is that just gravel? If it's cat litter, I want some. Tell us about yourself, if you don't mind. I'm Sheriff Jojo Marshall, gentle speaker. I'm in charge of making sure that people here mind their manners and that they stay nice and polite. When people come in out of the dust, who can say what kind of bugs they're carrying? Who can say that their intentions are good? My job is to get people cleaned up and presentable, show them the ropes, tell them about the place, and make sure that they are peaceable. And when the time comes, I take care of our executions too. There it is. You have executions here? Yes, gentle speaker, executions. We got a nice and tidy little space, and sometimes people do their level best to make a mess of it. We don't like that. It's not polite, you see. Without the civilizing grace of manners, we are no better than savages, so sometimes we are forced to show people just how serious we are. Okay. I don't save the job, but we've got one coming up soon. A little fella named Fletcher couldn't keep his bunk area clean. The filth drew in some roaches through a vent next to his bed, hurt some people, wrecked some stuff. So an example has to be made. Wait. Did he actually hurt stuff and people? Or is he just gonna be executed for not cleaning his room? There's a big difference there. Please tell me more about this. The roaches came through a vent. The ventilation system is connected to the steam tunnels that run below the field. They're connected to every part of the Angel. We blocked up the one near Fletcher's bunk as well as we could, but the roaches always seem to find some way in. Yeah, they would. Now, I've never seen a roach myself. I'm sure there are roaches here, I just never seen one. So I guess I'm keeping my place clean enough. I have seen some other small little bugs and insects and other stuff. Primarily ants. Ants get everywhere. Ants and spiders. Can't keep them out even if you wanted to. Because they just the tiniest little opening and they'll come exploring for food. And if they find food, well then you are screwed. Because then they become an enforce. So yeah. So where are the roaches coming from? Sorry to say they live in the steam tunnels below the Angel. They're mean, hungry, and damn hard to kill. We block up anywhere they come through, but given the proper motivation, like say rotting food, and they'll just bust through. So what do you know about Fletcher? Nicest guy you'll ever meet. Polite to a fault. But he's so absent-minded he couldn't even keep clean enough to keep the roaches away. Disgusting things, really. So what do you mean by polite? Being polite's the law here. Being rude or unkempt gets you demerits, and if you get enough of those, why, you get put on trial. And if you've been bad enough to be on trial, chances are good that you'll be taking part in an execution. But not on the fun side. Just give me a moment. Have some important messages I have to tend to. So sorry about that, dear viewer. Because we need to stay polite here in the Angel Oracle or we'll get executed. There's some stuff going on and you might hear some more plinging. But hopefully it'll be mostly quiet. So, being rude or unkempt, but just being unkempt gets you demerits. I would get demerits all the time then. Okay. Alright, and you get put on trial, and if you've been bad enough to be on trial, chances are good that... yeah, okay. Gotcha. What do you know about the Angel Oracle? This place used to be a gladiator arena or something. The letters fell off the front, they say, leaving the words as you can see them. So I'm guessing that anyone who actually lives in Los Angeles or nearabouts, whereabouts, would know what this place is. I'm gonna guess it says something, Los Angeles something? Probably some sort of sports stadium or something? I don't know. I've never been there. By the way, we're looking for cat litter. You got any spare? Well, we have some, but we can't give you any. Mr. Manners keeps it for its cats. I know that's a bit wasteful, considering its use in fighting radiation poisoning, but we don't get much of that here, so I don't ride him too hard about it. You just ride him a little bit. Don't you, Sheriff? So how can we help around here? You'd like to help? That's great, just great. Now that you've been processed and educated, we might just take you up on that. Right now, though, you should get acquainted with the place. You'll have to stick by a few rules, but I don't suppose that's too much of a hardship for law enforcers, such as yourselves. Sure, lay them rules on me. We live by the book here. I was brought up a Robinson, but we came to the Angel and took its habits, so surely you can too. You grew up a Robinson? Okay. First rule is to be polite. Second rule is to use your manners. Don't speak out of turn, don't interrupt. Cleanliness is next to godliness. You know, like that. Okay. What do you know about the Robinsons? I have no idea. I did see two Robinsons just to the left of you. I'm a Robinson born and raised. We believe that a person has to take proactive steps to seize the maximum amount of power they can. In fact, maximum power is the name of the book we live by. Found alongside the Mannerite's Book of Nauseatingly Correct Manners in a Los Feliz workshop. I can't speak today, nor read. What do you know about Los Feliz? It's a small settlement northeast of here, past Hollywood. It's ruled by a group of Jesus freak types. That's why we left. They might have been holy, but they sure weren't polite. Okay, so that's probably where all the music is coming from then. Alright. What do you know about the Book of Manners? Also, can I read it? It's the book of nauseatingly correct manners. Some people have Bibles. This one's an instructional book, though, and it keeps our society civil and correct. When people are polite, it sure is a lot harder to get to fighting. If you want a real rundown, talk to Mr. Manners. Alright, I'll be sure to do that. Alright, carry on, Rangers.
Seems to be enlightened here.
Dunno, Kane. So these people, Robinsons, they care about accumulating power. So why are they still called Robinsons and haven't taken up the whole Angel Oracle thing? Also, Mr. Manners Broadcasting Commons General Store. That away. Also a cafeteria and a hospital. Small hand-lettered signs point the way to various spots of interest. Solar collectors, Mr. Manners, broadcasting, hospital, cafeteria, commons, and a general store. Seems like the general store is this way. Can I read this from here? Of course I can. This pamphlet reads, "Why civility matters. Lack of manners was a direct and proximate cause of the Great War." It goes on like that for pages. The gist of it is that the leaders were rude to each other, and because rudeness is inherently dehumanizing, they didn't mind dropping the bombs. There's a lot of Robinsons here. And a Nick Chauvin. Chauvin? I mean, I think it goes a little bit deeper and is a little bit more complex than just being rude. Rudeness certainly doesn't help, but ooh. Did you see those creepy humanoid robots yesterday? They look like people with their skin peeled off. All I know is that if I see one again, I'm gonna shoot it. Guys, don't tell anyone, but I'm getting real scared about the future out here. Stow it, Crowcroft. No, he's right. We're rebuilding an old society with scavenged bones. But there's new stuff rising that's not like anything people knew before. That just means we'll have to adapt. We can make peace with the new. That's what manners are for, damn it. They're for peace. Let's roll out. My trigger finger is getting itchy. Alright, man. Enough squawking. You got your patrol orders. Now move, please. Please be on your way. I think you can be polite all you want in the face of Dugan and his underlings. I was about to say cronies, but probably more underlings. Yeah, you can try that. I think they're still gonna blast your head off the moment they see you. Civility enforces captain. Even the captain couldn't give orders. He had to be like, please be on your way. Loudspeakers stand at regular intervals along the walkways. This place is clean and neat, a quietly bustling hive of activity and industry. They've already got him locked up and ready for the chainsaws down on the field. I can't wait to see the little prig get torn apart. Wish we could all get rid of all the Mannerites that way. Are you planning a rebellion? You're planning a revolt? I can't speak to him. So, execution by chainsaw. Actually, great, chainsaws. I can't wait till the execution, baby. The field's gonna run red. I can't believe that weakling Fletcher couldn't even keep his bunk clean, and now he's gonna die for it. When I seize my max power, I'm gonna get rid of that stupid rule anyway. Okay. I don't know where we're going, but I guess, is entering without knocking seen as impolite? Only those with the heights of clearance are admitted, sorry. Alright. That means people who've gained the trust of Mr. Manners. Sadly, I don't think that applies to you. Until it does, we'll have to ask you to step away. And yeah, niceness enforced through weapons is not actual kindness. And here we're starting to have actual Mannerites.
A teaching from the book. Manners are the glue that holds society together. Never chew with your mouth open, and finish your meal so that nothing is wasted. Have a great day.
I mean, I can definitely agree with the don't chew with your mouth open. That is just disgusting. Do it by yourself as much as you want, but in company, in polite company, I've completely missed this whole conversation. Walk around the pond with him, then shove him in? Are you talking about how to get rid of people? The hell? I don't think these Manorites are actually believe in the whole manners thing. Come on, baby, let me show you my ultimate power. No, thank you. You don't know what you're missing. Once you go rude, you never go back. That doesn't even rhyme. Alright. Might not be the best of pickup lines. Okay, we can go into the restrooms. I mean, sure, why not? Examine, not allowed. Let's go into the restrooms. That sounds like a dead end. That's a vent. You notice scrapes on the wall around the grate, as if it has been removed and replaced numerous times. That is definitely a transitional thing. Someone keeps a safe on the toilet. 12%? Wait. Scrolled into the stall divider above the safe is a message from before the apocalypse. Oh. You can make out the phrase, "For a good time, call Jenny. 867- before it fades into an unreadable smudge." Oh, I thought it was gonna be a combination for the safe. Why would someone write the combination to a safe just above the safe, you ask? Well, ask all the people who have the passwords to their computers on post-it notes on their monitor. Air Jordans. Flash suppressor. Ooh. Requires 8 weaponsmithing. We're gonna have to start leveling your weaponsmithing, my dear Cold Eye. Tell me about them Air Jordans, though. Hills has the rope. I think I'll keep the rope so I know where it is. These flashy sneakers put a spring in your step, but celebrity has its cost. Minus 5% evasion, but plus combat speed. I mean, is it an actual multiplicative minus 5% evasion, or is it just so I go down to 3%? I mean, I can sure 8% evasion or 3% evasion doesn't really matter, but combat speed, move further with your AP. Yes, please. I see roaches. There are roaches crawling on the floor. Someone has clearly been doing something here. It doesn't hurt to take a peek, right? Just a quick peek. Oh, it's the steam tunnels. This is where the roaches are. Would it be considered impolite to just go through the steam tunnels and kill all the roaches we can see before anyone asks us to actually kill all the roaches we can see down in the steam tunnels? You don't hear any skittering? That tells me don't go this way. Or is this gonna... Oh, is this gonna be a... full maze? Okay. Mr. Kane, you are the latest newcomer. So you're gonna have to experiment here. Yep, okay, like I thought. Thank you, Mr. Kane. I kinda had a feeling that would happen, but you never know until you try. Where would this lead? Nowhere. I mean, I could probably force my way through, but I don't feel like it. Not until we know why we're down here. I don't like to take unnecessary damage. So I guess we're heading the other way, towards the cafeteria and the hospital and the general store, where we will probably spend more scrap than we can afford. And to Mr. Manners. Maybe he'll let us read from that book of his, the Book of Nauseatingly Correct Manners. I mean, you'd think they would pick up
beautiful
on the fact that it has nauseatingly correct manners in the title, as maybe something you shouldn't completely live by. Alright, this area appears to be broken into 2 sections, divided by the amount of style devoted to each section. Motivational posters decorate the walls, and the smell of honesty of an honest meal wafts through the air. Sam the Cook posting. Got any recipes to share, my friend? There's a sign over the kitchen window. It reads, Angel Food. Welcome to the Angel's Cafeteria. Food is served in the afternoon and evening. At least it is when the folks on the farm do their job and my equipment is working. Any special rules in the cafeteria? Other than polite table manners? Well, just the seating rules. Over there's where the muckety mucks eat, and over here's for everyone else. You should go sit in the good spots. I see. And who are the muckety mucks? Would that be the Robinsons? Tell us about the farm, please. It's right down on the floor of the Angel. Grow all kinds of stuff. Tomatoes, beans, potatoes, lettuce, peas, soybeans for protein, etc. What kind of food do you serve, sir? We're generally strict vegetarians here by order of Mr. Manners, but the farm grows a wide variety of veggies so we don't get bored. There's also good clean water, and once a month there's courtesy meat for protein. What is courtesy meat? You'll have to ask Mr. Manners about that. I just cook it. Protein is protein, friend. It all winds up in the same place. You know what I mean? Yeah. Why do I get the feeling that you're talking about human meat? What? You're telling me you never tried it before? It's no big deal. Tastes kinda like pig. You gotta cook it for a while to get rid of the stringiness, though. Makes me wish we had fatter people. Say, do you want seconds? They're cannibals. Okay. We may have to... Oh, I see where the executions come in now. Why they're so strict with them. Huh. Be unkempt. End up everyone's next meal. So I'm guessing they have at least one execution a month. Yeah, we're burning this place to the ground. For sure. Where do you get your water? We collect our own, and the climate's good enough here that we don't have to ration it. Just help yourself. So I've noticed. I don't have a water meter anymore. What's wrong with your equipment, sir? Ah, it's fine. The salvage teams always bring back the part I need when a stove or fridge breaks. Well, usually. What kind of parts are hard to come by? As often as you see broken toasters just laying around the waste, You never find any dang heating elements. Mr. Manners likes his toast just so. And since my toaster's heating element is worn, I can't get it right. He is a picture of calm, but I can tell that he is getting riled. Well, I haven't actually seen any broken toasters for a while. Makes me kind of regret putting all them toasters in skill repair. Yeah. Just reversed. What do you know about Mr. Manners? Mr. Manners has been a real godsend. Set me up in the cafeteria. Gave me the run of the place. I've never felt more useful. It is nice when you find that little niche that you just feel quite right for. When you feel like you belong. When you feel like you're doing something that matters. We're looking for cat litter. Got any? I don't know why you'd want it, but I know that Mr. Manners has a lot of it for his cats. Alright. Bye. So don't eat the meat. I mean, I remember, was it Fallout 3 where you could come across that little... I'm hesitant to say town because it was basically 2 or 3 houses. Where you found out that everyone was a cannibal? Yeah, I killed those people immediately. Why wouldn't I kill these people? After I've done all the quests and gotten everything I can from them, of course. Because you gotta be polite and nice. And then you kill them. At least these people. Tori Robinson, you actually has a name. You has a name. You have a name.
You deigned to stop by. I heard you were in the Colosseum, of course.
Yes, of course I've deigned to stop. Why wouldn't I? I mean, just because you look scary. So what can you tell us about the execution?
I think it's a mistake. And Mr. Manners is ignoring me telling him that. And that's an even bigger mistake. It'll be hard for him to rebound from that one, but as long as he tries to maximize his principles according to his heart, he should be all right.
And I'm sure it's not at all because you need meat to eat, because you seem to have a pretty thriving population. Is one person actually big enough to feed everyone? Why am I even thinking about that? Ew. Do you need any help, madam?
Help me? Help us? No. The important thing is for you to help yourselves. Why be altruistic when you can maximize your own potential?
I mean, I feel like a little bit of both is healthier than just going to either extreme. Because being altruistic can also feel good, but you also need to maximize your own potential. Just don't screw people over on the way getting there, you know?
See you around, Rangers.
Sure, what is this?
Grasping little magpie.
You just saying she steals things? Maximum power? A book about power? This could be the answer to a lot of problems with supplying energy to various groups. They begin to leaf through it and... Oh, wait, it's about personal power, not energy cells. Kinda worthless, actually. I'm gonna pick this up. Is that okay? Alright. So, maximum power. Probably the best thing you could say about the food on offer here is that it appears to meet today's nutritional standards, just don't eat the meat. The Tori Robinson Guide to Self-Empowerment. No, and I can't read it, but it's in white, so it's probably a quest item somewhere at some point. You have some more Robinsons. What are you guys gabbing about? Fuck this fucking fieldwork. Fucking right. How the fuck does this help me reach my maximum fucking potential? Fuck if I know. Fuck it. I'm not fucking doing it. Fuck yeah. Are you competing in how many swear words you can cram into every sentence? I don't know. Nick Chauvin. Man rights, man rights. Who are you? Just trying to get some work done, strangers. Alright. Yeah. Well, this looks like an alarm system, you know? Yep. Yep. I can get in there, but I don't know what it is. I don't know what this place is. It leads into the wall or just into... are these... Is this where you keep your prisoners? Right next to the kitchen? Fresh meat.
A teaching from the book. Etiquette demands that we act civilly toward one another. If you're being rude, we'll set you straight. Have a great day.
I would go completely bonkers if I had to listen to little snippets like that each and every day throughout the days. There's a pile of literature on the table, along with a plate of sandwiches. How in the world do they make white bread? They even went to the trouble of cutting the crusts off. Why? The crusts are the best part. The inside has cucumber, goat cheese. You think the technical term for these is finger sandwiches. You say so? That's probably a thing and I don't know about it. Oh, we have another book here. Oh look, you have a free copy of the Nauseatingly Correct Guide to Manners. Boy, this book is thick! You think you should read this some other time. And perhaps when you're not on some sort of time-critical mission. Maybe a pamphlet would be a better choice. How about we read it now? Book of Nauseating Correct Manners. Nauseating. Your guide to proper etiquette and a life of civility. Again, just a book. Where are we going? Yeah, this is definitely a freaking football stadium. Hospital. I'm thinking of moving that Hickberg. What for? It's getting a little constricting around here, if you know what I mean. What are you talking about? Well, we're all Robinsons, right? We're all supposed to be seizing our destiny. Yeah, and? Well, if all of us are gonna be seizing it, everybody's piece is gonna be kind of small, ain't it? Huh. Never thought of it that way before. So I'm going to Rhodia, where nobody else has ever heard of destiny, and I'm gonna seize all of it. Damn, that's a great idea. Can I come too? No! What the fuck did I just say? He's gonna seize Rhodia all for himself. We need to get there at some point. Still regretting not picking up Pistol Pete when I had the chance. I thought I could just decline him and then talk to him again and then he would join. But he didn't. But before we go to Rhodia, we will stop in New Ranger headquarters and see if we can't convince him to come with us. Let's go into the hospital. Nurse Flinkman is a shop. You're a
So
healer.
clean and well maintained.
Dr. Edwinson. A neatly lettered sign underneath the overhang indicates that this is the hospital for the area. The floor has been scrubbed so hard that it practically sparkles, but you can still see some blood in the texture of the concrete. Looks like the place gets a lot of business. Is this where you cut up the meat? Does it serve as a butchery? Oh, damn, I'm stealing all your medical supplies. If you didn't want me to steal them, you wouldn't keep them in open cases, right? Right. What this? Yeah, some blue jeans. Those are some blue jeans, alright. I prefer my tactical pants, actually. The polo shirt with tie. What does it look like on a female? It's white instead of green, and it actually looks better. And I guess it still has the green vest, but no real suspenders. It does look better, but maybe not on a melee character. How about them... No, not the tactical pants. I don't want to wear the... Put on the tactical pants, my dude. What about the jeans? Those are not blue jeans. Those are not blue jeans. What the hell? Pills means business. Yes. Pills can be using that one for a little while. What the hell? Basic blue jeans, a wardrobe essential. Those are not blue jeans. What the actual hell? Now that's a microscope. Or something similar. Why would it just be sitting there for me to pick up? If I pick it up, is anyone gonna remark on me having picked it up? Having stolen it? Am I a kleptomaniac? Yes, I am. Quest item microscope, okay. And I don't know why they sometimes just kind of stutter forward instead of just going up to an item and interacting with it as I ask them to. Mannerite? I'd love to talk to you, gentle ranger, but unless you need something from our pharmacy, or until you're occupying one of these beds, I'm afraid I can only give you a moment, says the nurse, wielding a frickin' rifle that looks badass. Why are there so many people in your beds? I have the feeling your presence here means we're going to see even more beds filled. The Robinsons and Mannerites don't get along well at the best of times, and we seem to have the need to show off for visitors. Uh-huh. Who are the Mannerites? We're good people, if I say so myself. Maybe too polite for our own good sometimes. Makes people think we're pushovers. It's always a real surprise for them when they find out that we're not. What do you know about them Robinsons? I might be biased, but the followers of Torrid Robinson doesn't seem to want to get along. They want to get ahead. But that doesn't work here, and they're stepping on a lot of toes. Be careful around them. Torrid Robinson is the leader, the de facto leader of that little faction, alright? Please tell us about the pharmacy. If you need to buy medical supplies, we're open to trade. If you're willing to sell supplies, that is always appreciated. I'm also willing to pay a premium for certain ingredients. Does that mean we're actually gonna find someone who's willing to pay premium for weapon parts? What ingredients do you need? I make most of my meds out of badger tail, roach abdomen, frog eyes, and lizard legs. Depending on the condition of the specimen, I'm willing to pay quite a premium. And I've been killing badgers in the Santa Fe Springs base, and I've been selling them. Okay. We're looking for cat litter. Got any? No problem, Mr. Manners. You want it for its anti-radiation properties, I'm guessing? Well, we don't carry it here in the hospital, but Mr. Manners do keep some for his cats. What do you have for sale? Milk, sure. Applies calcification? Fresh and creamy goat milk. And what does calcification do? I'm curious. Give me 2 bottles of that. I like milk. I don't like goat milk. I've tried goat milk. It tastes like ass. It is utterly disgusting. Got a lucky shot, that's all. Sam. Drop him like a bad habit next time. Dr. Edwinson. Welcome, gentle wounded, to the hospital. Do you require care? Do you provide medical care? You're in luck. We provide the best quality care to our patients. They are mostly hurt by mutant plants, giant roaches, farm accidents, and occasionally gunfire when someone forgets to be civil. For non-residents, the treatment is only 20 scrap. Would you like to use our services? No. I do want to know more about your patients. What can you tell us about your patients? Oh, we've got some very interesting cases here. The usual gunshots, stabbings, and accidents. But then we've also got polydactyl syphilis from Watts. Let me tell you, that stuff is a real treat to treat. Uh-huh. What do you know about them roaches? A misguided soul believed that breeding roaches would help provide us with a steady source of protein. That is one of the reasons we all became vegetarians. Sadly, the offspring of those roaches have been growing and changing down in the steam tunnels, and it's getting steadily more dangerous down there. So the Manrites don't eat meat except for the courtesy meat once a month, that's human meat? Only on special occasions. See, they call it courtesy meat. It's, not to my taste, no matter how clever the cook is in disguising it, so I don't eat it. I wish none of them would. Good man. Something's fishy is going on. Tell us, or what we do to you won't be to your taste either. Okay, look, the people have a tradition, but it's one I don't find medically advisable. If it doesn't stop, there's going to be a lot more cases of madman disease in the Angel. Soon. Madman disease. It's a brain parasite that's transmitted by eating infected flesh. It doesn't always take, but when it does, ooh boy. And it can only live in human nervous systems. Does that mean that people here are eating other humans? Well, you can add 2 and 2, I'll give you that. And also because we had the information beforehand. Why would people eat something that can transmit disease? I mean, why would then people eat anything if that's how you wanna say it? Because anything can transmit disease. But I guess in this specific context, it actually meets and eats. I combine the words means and eats. It actually means that why are they eating things that they know be infected? The problem is that people don't listen to their doctors. They listen to their leaders, and in this case, their leader made eating human flesh a sacrament. Until Mr. Manners stops eating it, nobody else will. Of course, if someone were to, say, destroy the cooling systems for the meat locker in the cafeteria, not that I'm suggesting anything. So that's what the locked gate was. It is interesting. We could also maybe just face Mr. Manners and maybe persuade him to stop eating human meat. But we do have the backup plan of breaking in there. If I do break in there, will people be pissed off, or will they only care if the alarm is set off? Because I remember from the prison farm, I did go around doing alarm things and no one really cared because the alarms didn't ring. And if the alarms ring, I'm gonna have to kill everyone. Which might not be a bad thing. What What if we could get Mr. Manners to stop eating courtesy meat? If you could do that, you'd be saving the mental health of the whole angel. So what do you know about being civil? Many of my patients are here because they couldn't remain civil. Lack of civility means blood and bullets. I guess politeness takes a while to learn. I mean, it's not that difficult. Just, you know, don't be polite in a passive-aggressive way. Tell us about the farm. They put a lot of hard work into it, and it's really doing well, but somehow these people manage to cut themselves or stab themselves or... You see that guy on the end? I had to pull a corn cob out of his rear. Why? I mean, a corn cob is kind of ribbed, so I could see the... I could see the upside. People are eating those. How can you get hurt by a plant? Asks the person who has been fighting mutant plants. Have you seen those giant tomatoes? Do you know what happens when something like that falls on your head? At least your plants haven't mutated. Do you provide medical care? Yeah. We're looking for cat litter. Got any? We don't keep it here in the hospital, but if I ever need it for radiation cases, Mr. Manners is always willing to give us some. He has it for his cats. Right, Dr. Amerson? Like I said, it'd be a real shame. It would be a real shame for something to happen to the refrigeration system. Oh, I must have missed an exit somewhere because I thought this would lead... You would be able to, like, go through the hospital to the other side. There must be a way down here, then? Okay, there's a junkyard here, and there's a pig over there. I didn't go that way. I didn't go all the way over there. Okay, because that's where the guard was and Fappa. And the only way to this pig is by smashing walls, and I don't want to smash any walls. Okay, still thinking about moving to Rodeo. So if I wanted to proceed down, I'll just take the big honking stairs. How about that? I didn't see the stairs. I'm blind. Right, we have a shop there. Would that be the general store?
So bountiful.
A teaching from the book. Force is the last word in an argument. Let's not argue. Have a great day.
I mean, sometimes you need to argue to settle differences. Just make sure it doesn't come to blows. Now that conversation might be interesting. A Manwright talking to another Robinson. Hopefully it's not another pickup line. Maybe it's a reverse pickup line. Maybe she's also wanting to demonstrate her maximum power. Who knows? Osmond. Welcome, gentle newcomers. Oh, new faces. Welcome to the Angel's General Store, traveler. Do you need to buy or sell something? I'm open for trade. What do you carry in your store? Oh, we got all sorts of stuff, really. Most of it comes from our scavenger crews, but we make some of the more technical stuff here ourselves. You want medical supplies? Then just head down to the hospital. Let me know if you want to trade. Tell us about your scavenger teams. That is not a suspicious question at all. We got teams that go out and scour the wastes for anything useful. If you have anything you'd like to sell, I'm certain that we can make good use of it. What can you tell us about the hospital? We've had some problems with our doctors. One of them stole a bunch of our pharmaceuticals. You could probably head on down there and talk to the doctor on duty to see if you could help. Maybe we should. What do you know about the Angel Oracle? My family and I came here when I was a little girl. It's been a great home all this time. I hope that no one upsets that balance. Traveler. We'd like to buy something. What do you have? You have interesting weapons. That's a worse assault rifle. That's a worse sniper, I do believe. Oh yes, that's way worse. Hello. 45 Widowmaker. Rose is the one who has the 45 caliber. Oh, well, I have a better 45 caliber gun as well. We have a combat machete. That's worse. What about armor-wise? Oh, damn. Power armor. 9 armor. As opposed to 5 armor. $1,500 though? I have 400. Sell my junk. I have 400. I saw a lot of things I liked and nothing I can afford. Ooh, I splooged all my scrap on weapons. Oh, I'm guessing this is Deputy Mona Shera. Fletcher? Jonathan? No, Jonathan. I was expecting a Fletcher. Alright, let's put a pin in that. Oh, hi. Goosey. Go ahead and say it. Oh no, I couldn't. Come on, you know you want to. But it's so impolite. Who cares? Nobody's listening except that guy. Go on. Are you chicken? No, it's just... Then say it. Okay. Well... I'm saying it. Poop. You didn't say it. That's a cop-out. Say what you really want to say. But okay, fine. Shit. I said it. Shit. Felt good, didn't it? It did. It really did. But please don't tell anybody. I would never... Hey, everybody, you'll never guess what Erwin just said. No, you promised. Okay. Also, what did we find? We found an outhouse. Maybe it has actual shit in it. Miss Paladina, keep moving, kid. I did my part, you do your part. How about we unlock this... Is there gonna be someone in here on the can? We're just kinda unlocking it. I said we're kind of unlocking it. Don't really know what I was expecting. Rose, you know the deal. You carry the shit. Maybe we'll give him some shit. When's dinner anyway? Mr. Palladino. I remember Mr. Manners' dad. Boy, howdy did he get rude when he died. Too bitter for the stew pot, he said. Hey kid, do me a favor, will you? What kind of favor do you need, old man? Listen, I used to be a civility enforcer back in the day, and I remember an old dentist's office out west. They had all kind of supplies, including denture paste. Well, I need some of that gunk to glue my teeth in so I can eat. You get it for me, I'll give you some sweet, sweet gear. You up for it? I sure am. You'll go far with an attitude like that, kid. I like you. Here, I'll mark the spot on your map. Alright. I guess we're going to the dentist at some point in the near future. What is denture paste? Glue for fake choppers. I don't really, I really need it, or I won't be able to eat solid food. What do you know about Mr. Manners, sir? He's a real spitfire, that child. He used to rail against his old man, used to steal and cheat and cuss. Then he went out into the wasteland and discovered what life is like beyond these walls, and that settled him down real quick. Uh-huh. Cat litter? Well, for radiation? Well, nobody around here uses it for that, but I do know that Mr. Manners has some for his cats. You might ask him, but though he'll probably say no. Politely, of course. See you around, youngsters. Uh-huh. Pulse gunner. Gotcha. And we're gonna go collect all the shit. We're gonna go collect all the shit. It's locked. Can't unlock. Can't unlock. Can't unlock. Okay. We're not gonna go collect all the shit. What is this? It's not locked. I haven't saved for a while either. Hello? Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Though I don't use that ammo anymore. Yes, I do, because I haven't upgraded my assault rifle yet. There's nothing else over here. Oh. That's the third time I've been reprimanded for slovenliness. I'm doomed. What happened? Sheriff Marshall caught me with dandruff on my shirt again. I'm sure to get the axe next month. No way, there's gotta be somebody worse. What about Malcolm, the one who always burping during dinner? He's cleaned up his act. Chews 20 times now before he swallows. Darn, how about Edna over in the farms? Her fingernails are always dirty and untrimmed. She's been on kitchen patrol for the past few weeks. Her nails are clean. What if we sneak into the barracks and put some banned books on her bunk? You mean get her executed in my place? How could I live with the guilt? At least you'll live. I don't know, maybe there's another way. Untrimmed fingernails? Yeah, I'd be fucked. So this place really does look for any little excuse to put people on trial, give them demerits, put them on trial in order to execute them so they can get their sweet, sweet meat, I guess. Because that is just going way over the top. So will things change if we manage to get Mr. Manners to not eat meat anymore? Oh crap, it's the Rangers! I mean, it's a pleasure to meet you, gentle Rangers. We weren't talking about anything bad. Honest. It sounded like you were discussing premeditated murder. Yeah, you got it all wrong, Rangers. We were just joking. Right, Mary? Oh yeah, it was all in good fun. You see, you got nothing to worry about, Rangers. Edna is a good friend of mine. We were just gonna pull a little prank on her, that's all. You're the one who should be worried. we could report this. Oh, please don't. I admit that I was considering it, but I wouldn't have done it. The truth is that I'm doomed. Unless, maybe, you can help? What kind of help do you need? I don't suppose you have any shampoo on you? I got a pretty bad scalp condition, and no matter how many times I wash my hair, I just can't get rid of my dandruff. And that gets you demerits and then execution for something you can't really help because there's no actual medical treatment for it available, or at least not widespread. What kind of shampoo do you need? I'm not picky, I'll take anything you can find. Although once, when I was on scavenging duty, I came across an empty bottle of Hair and Shoulders dandruff shampoo. If you could find me some of that, I could get rid of my dandruff once and for all. I'd march straight up to the sheriff and shove my hair right in her face. Alright, so we're looking for shampoo. Maybe they have some shampoo over at the dentist office. Why would a dentist have dandruff shampoo? Well, maybe the dentist had dandruff. Who knows? Freaking anyone can get dandruff. I knew a guy who had dandruff. There was white stuff everywhere. There's Fletcher. Okay. So should I go for Fletcher? Or should I go over here first? I think I'll check this place out first. Maybe we can even... Oh, right. What are you talking about? Pardon me, Miss Elaine. What do you want? Well, I know we barely know each other, but I've often admired you from afar, and... You want to fuck me? What? No, I was wondering if I might have the honor of fucking me. Why do you keep saying that? I have loved you from afar forever, and I finally found the courage to ask if we two could... fuck. No. Yes. What? Yes, we can fuck. Really? I don't know why you Mannerite dance around this crap like sissies. If you want something, ask. Now let's go. I got guard duty in 20 minutes and I want to be screaming your name in 10. Okay. While that was a little bit direct, I can kind of agree with her. Why dance around things? Just be straight. Just give it to them straight. Give it to people. Just don't do any dance arounds. Don't beat around the bush. That's the expression I was looking for. Just say what you want. The worst thing that will happen is... Okay, the worst thing that will happen is not getting a no. It's getting a no and then being laughed at. But you know... Don't waste both people's time trying to get there. Just get there. This dark-haired, olive-skinned woman quickly scans you for weapons before returning her gaze to the nearby prisoners. I see one prisoner who's guarded by so many people. I've heard of you, gentle rangers. What brings you here? The prisoners? Or looking for the store? Okay, we'll wait. We have a photograph that we found all the way back in Arizona. That's why you keep items with white text. What do you know about the store? It's well worth checking it out. We get a pile of loot from our scavenger teams, best deals in the Angel, and we keep the store there so our prisoners can be on display for anyone going about their daily business. What can you tell us about these prisoners? Those who are in here deserve to be here. The rules aren't that hard to follow. They get a fair trial with Mr. Manners and then they get to return to their lives. Well, most of the time. Don't talk to them, please. Isolation's part of their term. What do you know about Mr. Manners? A true visionary, gentle ranger. He took the foundation of our past and put us on a glorious course for the future. What do you know about Angel Oracle? My family came here with the original settlers. We've been building the place for generations. It's hard to watch it fill with strangers, but that's, as Mr. Manners is always saying on the radio, how is the world going to become more civilized if we don't share our civility? Also, you would probably eventually die out without any influx of new people. I mean, I guess you could fuck like rabbits and get a lot of offspring, but it's a harsh world, this Wasteland 2. A lot of dangers, and I'm betting you lose a lot of people who are on the scavenger teams. Do you pick up any radio broadcasts around here? When Mr. Manners started using the radio to welcome people to join the Angel, our parents figured he was crazy, that he'd bring a wave of looters down on us. It turns out he was more right to trust people. Radio's been a real blessing for us. Not really what we asked, but sure. How do you become a scavenger? You want to be part of the team? Feel free to sell the stuff you find at the store. You might see some of our teams out there helping bring civility to the Wasteland, one convert at a time. So those might be random encounters. Could be random encounters. We're looking for cat litter. Got any? Well, Mr. Manners has some for his cats, but he's pretty selfish with it. Don't get why anybody would want that stuff. Why can't cats poop outside like dogs do? I don't actually know. I guess outdoor cats might. Why do cats prefer to poop in sand? I feel a need to look that up. I need to know. So, how does the jail work? The lines are there so the prisoners know where their cell ends and freedom begins. I'm here because the Robinsons sometimes like to step outside the lines before their time is served. Wait, this is the jail? They just have to stand there? That's kind of inhumane. At least give them something to sit on. So what happens if they don't do their time? I've got orders to stun them and drop them back inside the lines. They get the picture soon enough, assuming they've got the brains God gave a cockroach. Cockroach, okay. What do you know about the Robinsons? The additions of the Robinsons to the Angel has been a challenge for everyone. The cells here fill up a lot faster, but it hasn't led to real violence. At least not so far. That's not what I heard from your doctor. I heard there's a lot of violence, actually. By the way, we found this photograph way back in Arizona. It looks just like you. Oh my god, that is me. And that man is my husband. He and his salvage team left the Angel 2 years ago. They were headed to a pocket in the eastern radiation that has just opened up. No one had ever been there before, but they never came back. We never knew what happened. I've had this hole here. It was so hard not knowing what happened to him. But this, it means he made it all the way to Arizona. How's that even possible? A corridor in the radiation? A tunnel? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just rambling. I can't tell you what it means to know just a little bit more. He could even be alive. He just couldn't find his way home. And if you made it here, then maybe someday he can come back, or I can go there. Oh, thank you, gentle rangers. I've been so hopeless. I cover it to remain polite, but this gives me real hope for the first time in a long while. I owe you. In fact, take this. Since I'm number 2 under the sheriff, I get first pick from the scavenger teams. But honestly, I don't need firepower like this in here. What did we get? We got a neutron projector. I mean, sure, I guess we can give that to Lex. Because it's bound to be better than that one. 41 to 52. We do this. Easier to compare. It actually isn't better. I mean, it has a longer range. Does more damage on both conductive and non-conductive targets. For more AP. We can increase the range. Not really worth it. Not really. 1 AP for just... No. Although it does more damage on non... That's... 60% instead of 40%? Now, by the time he actually gets enough skill points to be able to use them, I have skill points on people, I feel like this... I'll probably find something better. Neutrals are great. They kill people without breaking stuff. Energy weapons cannot jam or inflict critical hits, but deal bonus damage to targets with conductive armor. That is robots. Actually, maybe we should. Maybe we should. Okay, so now... Okay, we can't. So we put you there, we put you there, we put you on her, we do this, we put the high-powered scope into this one, we give it back to Lex, and Lex can equip it in his secondary slot, and we're all done, and he... Oh, he's carrying too much junk. How are you doing? This weighs 15, 15, 15. You can definitely not carry 15. Rose can carry 15. Rose can carry a freaking Sabot rocket. There we go. Again, inventory problems because my characters aren't as strong as they could be or should be. Well, we've gotten a good look, good first look on the Angel Oracle. There's a lot of stuff to do here. We're gonna check Fletcher, and then hopefully find our way to Mr. Manners next time. As always, thank you for watching. I appreciate it very much. Please take care of yourself. Stay kind, but not this kind of kind. Just kind, you know? And I hope I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.